welcome to the channel if you're new, or if you're not, I'm Alyssia and I am so glad you're here either way. Today we are making a truly classic dessert, banana pudding. But we're making it from scratch. The pudding, the Nilla Wafers, all of it, and this entire composed dessert is egg-free. So whether you don't eat eggs or haven't been buying them lately because the prices have been so high, this recipe has you covered. Let's get started. I'll start with the pudding itself. Now, typically, a banana pudding recipe does not actually use pudding that's banana flavored or any banana at all. It uses vanilla pudding and then it just layers in slices of bananas, which is fine. But I want legit banana, so we're going banana to the max. First, mash some ripe bananas until they're super mashed and smooth so that it can integrate well. In a pot over medium heat, heat butter until melted and then add those mashed bananas and some sugar, stirring regularly until it's light brown in color and has a nutty aroma. Don't let it burn though. Then I'm gonna add cornstarch and salt and cook for another minute or so. Then I add in the milk slowly and whisk that to integrate. Bring your mixture to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer until it thickens, which should take about 5 minutes. Remove your pudding mixture from the heat and stir in vanilla extract. Cool that mixture to room temperature and then cover it with plastic wrap and make sure that the plastic wrap is actually touching the pudding so that it doesn't create a seal. And then you can transfer that to the fridge until it's completely cooled and thickened. And while that cools, we're gonna make our homemade vanilla wafers. In a large bowl, use your hand mixer to beat together butter, sugar, and powdered sugar until pale, fluffy, and integrated. Then we're going to add in milk and vanilla extract, again using your hand mixer to combine. In a separate bowl, mix flour, baking powder, and salt, and then add that dry mixture into the wet, gently mixing to combine. Be careful not to overwork the dough. Use a teaspoon measurement to portion out your dough, roll into little tiny balls, and then add to a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and sprayed. Flatten your cookies out a bit to make sure that you get that classic Nilla wafer shape. Bake until your cookies are golden brown on the bottom but still light on top, and allow them to cool completely because they will crisp up more as they cool. Okay, so now that the wafers are done and the pudding has thickened and cooled, and wow, is it thick, we are ready to assemble our pudding in layers. So today I'm using these individual dishes, but you could also use a big clear bowl if you prefer. For my pudding, I layer banana slices along the bottom and then cover with a layer of the actual pudding. Then I layer in some of those Nilla wafers and some more banana slices, followed by another layer of pudding. But of course, you can layer yours however you want, okay? I also like to top mine off with a dollop of whipped cream and a dash of cinnamon. If you like the crunch of the wafers, feel free to enjoy this right away, or if you want to let those cookies soften up and absorb all that pudding goodness, refrigerate overnight and enjoy the next day. Wow, it is so good. Personally, I love that I made my own homemade and egg-free banana flavored pudding. I know vanilla pudding is the traditional choice, but if you're a banana lover and want a recipe where you're in control of the ingredients and the sugar, you will love this. The fresh banana flavor comes through so well. This is not imitation banana flavor, okay? It's perfectly sweet from actual bananas, but not overly so, balanced in texture and flavor with those homemade cookies. Those cookies are also delicious on their own. They're light, crispy, and not too sweet. So yum! Thank you so much for joining me today. Head to mindovermunch.com for these recipes and more, and don't forget to subscribe for new videos all the time. I'll see you soon, and remember, it's all a matter of mind over munch.